Alright, let's talk about God video now that my brain warmed up and my CPU is working. It's like, there aren't any good churches. Like, I can't find one. I'm keep trying them, but bro, they're all retarded, and the people are all old and ancient, and they're fake. They're always fake as fuck, bro. That's the funny part. Like my stepfather, fake Christian, bro. That greedy pig demon motherfucker's not gonna make it. He claims he was saved and talks about a Holy Spirit and stuff, but like, he's a greedy pig. He don't give a dime to nobody, So he doesn't have to. And he's got like millions of dollars, and he's just an evil asshole. That's all there is to it. And people like that, they're fucked. You can't change your demonic trajectory at the age of 70. You just can't. And it's evidence in the way he behaves. He's just a fucking slop pig. And that's like the sad thing about boomers, man. They think they're God's chosen generation because they have all the wealth, and you can be 75-year-old man and bang 18-year-old girls, and maybe even stretch those lines a bit because they're evil, and they think they're the chosen ones, bro. It's insane. It's like, yeah, you are the chosen one. You're chosen by the devil. You're a demon. Demon with the... Well, I almost gave you a clue. But we gotta stop. We gotta be careful. That's a if you know type thing, but yeah. It's a little joke I make about my stepfather, but that's kind of a not for the internet thing, because I don't want you motherfuckers to go run into him to tell him to kick me out or whatever, because y'all are demons too. Some of you are. There's trolls on here that only subscribe so they can watch every video and try to get me banned. So that's a comforting thought, like, here I am, a living, breathing human being, not doing anything extreme, just trying to tell you what's up. But because of my situation, I'm like the new African American, bro, getting lynched and mobbed and everything else. It's crazy. People you think you're doing good works, for the Democrat Party, and worshiping Baal and all that crap. It's like, that's some devil shit. But where are the good churches at, bro? Like, they're garbage, man. Like, the more and more I read the Bible and understand it, the more I'm just like, church is stupid. I need to, Kevin was right about telling me that I need to like become a preacher, and I'm starting to agree with that, because like, there's a void out here, bro. There are no good churches. I'm gonna build my own damn church. Slop Kingdom. I don't know, that was a fucked joke. I might burn for that one, but you need to get what I'm saying, bro. Like, there'll be a church and a cookout every day, every Sunday. We'll have cheeseburgers. And we'll talk about God, and people will actually get saved. They'll actually have spiritual contact. They're going to actually get diagnosed with schizophrenia because of it when they tell their doctor about the spirit. Shit like that. Yeah, so maybe I am called to be a preacher one day. That's what Kevin said. He did some kind of litmus test on me and told me that was my calling, my true calling. And I'm starting to see that now. Like, that's what needs to be done. So I'm going to keep reading the Bible and studying the Bible and understanding Christianity, get the context. I'm going to learn history, all that shit, you know. And we're gonna make it a better world in the future. Because all these like cookie cutter Christian preacher prosperity gospel mofos are just not helping. You know, they're not helping. They're hurting the church. They're hurting any semblance of Christianity being left on earth, bro. But it's because they're boomer demons, bro. Like, there's a lot of Zanesville, Ohio preachers who swallow up people's houses and cars and everything else and keep it all for themselves, put it in their personal account, and go spend money at the casino, and you know, they have child prostitutes and everything else, and you know, death cults and Satanism and so on. It's insane. You know, but you shouldn't let things like that dissuade you from being a Christian. You should just stop going to that church, which sadly seems to be most of the churches here in this town. You know, it's just the truth. I've been watching, you know, and what's sad is I find more God in like Catholic adjacent faiths like Rosicrucians and Lutherans. They're more Christian than the Christian churches. But like even the Lutherans were kind of like, they were good, but they kind of treated me like I was an outsider the whole time, which was nice, you know. It's always a nice thing to be an outsider everywhere you go. This is like a big old fuck you from everybody. You know, if it weren't for God, I'd be a fucking murderous monster by now, because like I really hate the way people treat me, bro. It's fucked. You know, it's like being triple black, you know. I've got black skin on top of black skin on top of black skin on top of black skin. You know, that's, and it's, the year is 1940. And it's deep South America surrounded by Klansmen. You know, that's what it feels like. You know, I get it. But, you know, the people of Africa, they hate me too because I'm a fucking goddamn white male, you know. But yeah, it's a lovely world. So, be a based warrior of God. That's your calling, brother. Is serve the Lord and do shit. And we got to get ready for the next crusade, you know. And you can't even talk about Israel, even though I know for a fact that, you know, modern Israel is bad. You know, the tribe of Judah, the people that literally killed God on earth. You know, they murdered him. They murdered him for shekels. So just remember that. And that's all I can really say on YouTube. So maybe I'll make a video on Rumble and really annihilate them. You know. Anyways, guys, we're out of time, so peace, glory, and God be with you all. Stay alive and keep fighting. And just be better, do good things, and remember that there's a reward up in heaven for you. You know, it's not about rewards here on earth. We're here to serve and try to save people, even though they will not listen, and they will do disgusting, abhorrent things with their bodies and sacrifice their children and everything else. And it's gonna get like way the fuck worse here in a few years. But you just gotta grin and bear it, you know. But anyway, stay alive, keep fighting. Peace, glory, and God be with you all. I'm Lord Wenza, and I'm out. Bye-bye.